you'll see the animal spotting guide. This will help you to identify some of the animals that we might see out on the reserve today. Now we won't see all of them, but we have pretty good luck. Let's make sure to stay seated throughout the whole reserve. Also make sure to keep those face coverings on throughout the whole safari, covering both your nose and mouth. So this first part of the reserve we just entered is the Little Turi Forest. On your left is the greater kudu. That is a female. They also have horns that are spiraled in shape on top of their heads, while the females do not. On the right is the okapi. It will use its striping on its legs as a form of mimicry, helping it to blend into its surroundings here in the forest. Also up there on your left is the bongo. Bongos are known as the ghosts of the forest, with their horns laid back like that on top of their head to provide as a natural defense. Also over here on your left is the saddle-belt stork. It's the largest stork in the world, and they communicate to each other by rattling their beaks. You'll be able to tell the difference between males and females, because the males are going to have brown eyes, while the females have yellow. Way over there on your left is the black rhino, weighing up to about 3,000 pounds, and there's only about 5,000 of them left in the world. That's due to poaching for the horns, which have a protein in them called keratin. Keratin is a protein that's found on our fingernails as well as hair. Go inside one of the orphans out upper lips, and this will allow them to pick up leaves in the shrubbery from the forest surroundings here in the Little Turi. You'll see another one of the saddle-billed storks over here on your left. Up in front of us is the Safi River. It's home to animals like the Nile hippo, as well as the Nile crocodile and the pink-backed pelican. The animals here do like to be found in or near aquatic environments, like rivers as well as streams, and they'll spend most of the day here in the water. If you guys are able to see the hippo out of the water, that's actually a pretty rare sight. On the left, next to the island there in the water, is the Nile hippo. A group of hippos will actually be called a float, and they'll hold their breath up to 8 minutes long while walking or running across the bottom of the riverbed instead of swimming, and then they'll resurface in that air after those 8 minutes are up. They also have a sound called a wheeze honk, and the more dominant the hippo, the more hippos respond to that sound. Also on the island is the pink-backed pelican, having wingspans going from 7 to 8 feet long. That'll be about the same size as the canopy above your guys' heads. Also the bald spots on their body, like the pouch and the lower bill, will be turning a more vibrant color. You'll see Nile crocodiles right below the bridge here on your left. Crocodiles are actually called a float. And you'll be able to tell this crocodile and alligators. These crocodiles are actually on this little jaw actually gets to stick up, while the alligator does not. And they'll help the young escape the eggs easier by rolling them around inside of the mouth. And both the male and female crocodiles are actually going to do this. The vast stretch of land straight in front of us is called the savanna. It's also known as a superhighway. And that's because millions of animals will be migrating through it each year. You guys are going to see animals like the Maasai giraffe, as well as the zebra and the African wild dog. Alright, with the zebra. The zebras will be called a dazzle. They'll be black with white stripes instead of white with black. You can tell that because of the snouts there. Also, each striping pattern on the zebra will be as unique as a human fingerprint. And This will allow the baby zebra when born to imprint on its mother's stripes to be able to tell it apart from the other zebras in the herd.
So cool.
Next to them is the Ankoli cattle, and they'll cool themselves off by circulating the blood out through the honeycomb structured horns. The horns reaching up to about 5 to 6 feet in length. And since the honeycombed in structure, they will be very light in weight.
Look at those horns.
Yeah, to cool them off. They pump
Over there on your left,
up
kind
through
of
their
walking
horns.
behind the tree in front of the rock wall, you will see the African wild dog. They're going to hide in packs, and they'll have to right out to the point of exhaustion. They also go by another name, which is the painted dog, and it's critical coding patterns. Each coding pattern is unique, and allows them to identify between each other out here on the reserve, as well as in the wild.
Wow.
Way over there on your left is the sable antelope. They're the mascots of our reserve. The darker their coating, the more dominant they're going to be. With their horns curved back like that on top of their head, to provide us a natural defense, keeping predators like the lion from coming up onto their backs. Both sides of us will be the wildebeest, and they have one of the longest migrations in the world, migrating up to over 8,000 miles each year. Next to them is the Maasai giraffe, reaching out to about 20 feet tall. They'll have 18-inch prehensile tongues. Now, prehensile means to be able to use their tongues throughout the leaves and moss of the trees here. They also sleep standing up throughout the day, and about 30-minute power naps. And the reason they sleep standing up is due to their size. If they were to lay down, it makes it easier for predators to get them because they cannot stand up as quickly. Once when born, the baby giraffe would be about 6 feet tall. And within the first few minutes of being born, it'll be expected to take its first steps. The ossicones on top of its head would be made out of cartilage to begin with. But over time, they're going to grow bone, and then they'll fuse to their heads. So the giraffe's tongue is going to be a dark purple in color, and that's because they use them so much to grab the leaves and moss of the trees here. That should help keep them from getting sunburned. The spring box will be standing in front of the baby Maasai giraffe there. They'll only reach up to about 3 feet tall when fully grown. And when loaded, they'll jump 6 feet in the air repeatedly, or from a standing position, 13 feet in front of them. They'll also run into speeds of about 50 to 60 miles per hour.
Wow.
Putting them to be top 10% of the world's fastest land animals.
Yeah, that's really fast.
Look over here on your left, right below the trees in the shade is the mantle. It's actually the biggest monkey. Males weighing up to about 100 pounds, females weighing up to about 70. And when excited, the coating on their face will turn a more vibrant blue and red. They're actually going to bare the lower teeth, show the mandrels, as a show of a friendly greeting. Another monkey species though is actually a sign of aggression. The mandrill will have a pouch that lines the bottom of its lower jaw. They use to store extra food in for when they're in dangerous areas. Way back there on your right, in front of the bushes, is the male African elephant. Once it reaches the age of adulthood, which is about 13, it's going to live a solitary life. It can also be found in loosely packed male herds as well. And one way they're going to cool themselves off is by throwing the sand up onto their backs with their trunks. And this will act as a natural sunblock, as well as bug repellent for the elephant's sensitive skin. So the male and female female elephants are going to have tusks that will be poached out along their tusks, which have ivory in them. But if the tusks are ever to break off at the root, they're actually not going to go back. They can spend the life of just one, or no tusk at all. These tusk marks you see on the right way on both sides of us here are actually from elephants. They're going to eat the red clay to get minerals and other nutrients that they won't get in the regular diet throughout the day. And they eat up to about 300 pounds of vegetation per day. The most dangerous animal to the elephant is actually us, the human. That's because of mining for the mineral coltan. Coltan is a mineral that is used in the making of cell phones. So if you guys are to recycle your cell phone, you'd be helping out with the conservation efforts for the elephant out here on the reserve as well as in the wild. Elephant herds will also be matriarchal led, and that means the oldest female is actually going to be leading the herd. Now, one of the longest gestation periods out of any animal, being pregnant up to about 22 months. They also use their trunks for a variety of things, like eating as well as drinking, throwing stand up onto their back, and holding the trunks of their young. Their trunks have about 1,000 different muscles inside them.
Asian elephant is smaller, African elephant is bigger.
To get your have a little hair.
We have a flamingo here, actually the lightest pink of the flamingos, and the biggest in size. Now, a group of flamingos are actually called a flamboyant, and they have nesting colonies up to about 10,000 or more. They're born to be a light green color, not getting the saltine shrimp diet, which has a protein in it called beta-carotene, and this is actually what is going to turn their feathers pink. Scientists also theorize that while they stand on one leg, it's because it helps to better support their body weight. So once that one leg gets too tired, they're going to switch to the other leg. That large mud pit you see over on the left will actually be used by rhinos, and they'll roll around in the mud to cool themselves off. The mud acting as a natural sunblock as well as bug repellent for the rhino's sensitive skin. The skin reach up to about 3 inches in thickness. Way up there on your right, hiding out below the trees there. Small hill, you'll see the white rhino weighing up to about 5,000 pounds. And I get the name from the African word bite, which means wide instead of white. That's because of the wide set mouths they have. And a group of rhinos are actually called a crash. That's because they can only see about 10 feet in front of them. So they rely on their hearing instead. And when running, they're going to gallop, and this is when all 4 feet will be leaving the ground at the same time. As both the black and white rhino will be the same color, which is a brown. You'll be able to tell the difference between them, because the black rhino will have the pointed upper lip, while the white rhino will have the wide set mouth. Cheetahs are laying in between the trees over here on your left. They'll go from 0 to 60 in about 3 seconds. Their claws are actually non-retractable, giving them more traction when they are running. Also the ability to climb trees when they're hunting for their prey. And because of that top speed the cheetah reaches, they can actually only run in spurts, because they could not keep it consistent over a long period of time. You'll see the male lion laying up next to the bush over here on your left, below the tree.
Where?
And he'll stay back to protect the rest of the pride, while the females will go out to hunt. A series of roars tonight, but the other lions and animals in the area know that this is his territory and they cannot enter. The darker the male lion gets, the older he'll actually be. During the day, their eyes size about the same as us humans, but at night it'll become 6 times greater. If you look over here on your right, you'll see the Montevok. The Montevok are related to the wildebeest. They're going to be poached out in the wild due to their coats, which gain a purplish hedge. Coffee plants they're going to get out in the wild. Actually, the only species of antelope actually won't be able to jump. Laying down past the log over there, you can just barely see it. Kind of looks like a furry rock. You can see the warthog. Warthogs actually reuse other animals' burrows they've left behind. When entering the burrow, they'll back up into them, so they'll run straight out when they get too close with their razor sharp horns. They actually have 2 sets of horns. The ones on top will be used to dig the burrows, while the ones on the bottom will stick straight out and act as a natural defense. You also see the scimitar horned oryx on your right here. They're found in the north dry arid plains and deserts of northern Africa, with a body temperature reaching up to about 115 degrees Fahrenheit. You also see the ostrich walking there. They're actually flightless birds, running up to speeds of about 40 miles per hour. And when running, they use the wings to steer. They also swallow small pebbles as well as sand to break down their food as they feed. One ostrich egg will equal up to about 2 dozen chicken eggs, and they're the largest single cells in the world. County Glen here is actually the newest part of our reserve. It was made possible by conservation efforts. Because of those conservation efforts, we're actually able to build this building over here on your left. And it's home to the Nigerian dwarf goat, who will only reach up to about 3 feet tall when fully grown. They're actually going to be ruminants like giraffes, meaning they have 4 compartment stomachs. Plus, when you see them playing with each other, that is actually how they show their dominance. Kind of reaching our journey through the wildlife reserve here. If you guys like any of the animals you saw there on the reserve today, like the lion or the ostrich, you can actually donate to Disney's Wildlife Conservation Fund. 100% of those proceeds are actually going back towards the animals that you guys saw out there on the reserve today. Here in Harambe will have the Kiki's Planet Watch. That's going to be a 5 to 7 minute train ride. You guys will go up to the conservation station. You might see some animals getting worked on, as well as do some drawing practice of your favorite Disney characters, and maybe even experience a